Hello, and welcome to Abby Tyler's Healthy Living. My name is Abby Tyler. I'm your host, a family nurse practitioner, a health and wellness blogger, and a community volunteer. And here we discuss evidence based health information regarding mind, body, and soul with a holistic emphasis. Thanks for joining me on this journey of health and wellness. Please enjoy the show. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to our show. My name is Abby Tyler. I am your host. I'm going to be talking about Thanksgiving health tips today. Thanksgiving in America is Thursday, the day where we're supposed to hang out with our friends and family and or hang out with just sitting at home. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about some health tips. No, I'm not going to be talking about just eating salads and green beans and all that. Is a day where you're supposed to at least cheat and have a good time. So I'm not going to be talking about that. Of course, you want to, exercise some caution and all that, but I'm not going to be talking about that. Just a couple of health tips for to carry you through. Okay, so once again, my disclaimer: I am a provider, but I'm not your provider. So make sure you check with your doctor before making any changes to your regimen. Okay, so I am going to turn this off. And so let's start. Hope all is well. Hope you guys got all your plans and everything for Thursday. And then we'll go on from there. Okay, already. So let's start. So Thanksgiving health tips. So the first thing I will talk about is make sure you have all your medications. Okay, especially for those of you who take medications for your blood pressure, for your like heart disease, insulin, especially make sure you have enough, especially if you're going away to out of state or you go in far away from your home, from your regular pharmacy. Make sure you call your doctor's office and let them have all your medication. Don't, if your medication is about to expire, close or like run out and you need a refill, get that done. If you're going to be out of town for a couple of days and you need some extra doses because you're running out and you didn't have time to make your appointment, please go ahead and make your appointment. Make sure you carry your insurance card with you if you go in out of state. Also, yes, that can be easily checked when you go into the hospital or go into somewhere else, but it's just easier if you have that in your wallet anyways, because you're supposed to be having that. You're supposed to have that in your wallet at all time. Your insurance card, making sure for children, you check with your children's pediatrician, make sure they have all their medications as well, especially for medications for behavioral ones that is supposed to take and have that. And for your elderly relatives and all, make sure they have that. Okay, for insulin and those for you who are diabetics, make sure that you have enough snacks and all, because when you go to family dinners and some family, some family members, they'll tell you to come in around like 5 o'clock. Dinner will start at 5 o'clock, but it doesn't usually start till about 8 o'clock. And if you had taken your insulin in earlier, thinking you're going to eat 30 minutes later, or you're taking some diabetic medication or medications that should be taken with meals, and you have taken that a whole 30 minutes before, and you don't eat 30 minutes or like 2 3 hours later, make sure you have some snacks, healthy snacks with you, so your sugar doesn't bottom out. Okay, because you don't want to be going to the hospital or different places when you're in some, it's not so much strange, but you want to, when you away from home, you want to be to where you went to and then come back home, because it's just better when you're at your own place. Okay, so make sure you have all that. So call your doctor's office tomorrow and say, I know it was time for me to come in, I don't have the time, can you please give me, especially for narcotics and all that too, certain narcotics that we cannot prescribe way ahead of time. But if you're going to be going out of town and you need that, call first, let them know so they can call the pharmacy and say, yes, I'm okaying for her to get this medication, him or her to get this medication earlier. Okay, so tip number 2, know your allergies and food contents. Okay, because like people have their peanut allergy and they have seafood allergies. So if they're cooking certain food, especially we're cooking our pepper soup, we have all the shrimp and everything in there, and we're cooking ground pea soup and that peanut soup, my friend calls it peanut soup. So if you have that in there, make sure you know your allergies and talk to people and tell them. And that thing what we always say, oh, we have allergies back home. No, don't do that. You have your allergies. Make sure you ask and say, okay. And those of you who will be cooking too, make sure tell your guests saying, Let me know what it is that you're allergic to, so I can, when you go get your food, you're not taking the food that I'm cooking. And some families, everybody cooks food and bring it. So let everybody know, okay, what is that in there? I cannot have that. If you have milk allergy, if you have this allergy, egg allergies, make sure you get that checked first. Okay. So um, number 3, protect the babies and those who are at higher risk for respiratory viruses. As you know, right now, all the different hospitals like being overrun with this RSV. I did a show on that. Couple of videos below, you can check that. So make if you have children that have the younger they are, the less mature their lungs are. So if you're going to be somewhere where a lot of people are going to be, you have to be really discerning, saying, do I need to go where everybody will be, or can I go to somewhere where with this, less people? I'll be there. And also for those of you who also have, like I said, diabetes and other asthma and kidney disease and all, you don't want to get sick when you come into contact with certain things. So don't people might feel bad and say, okay, you don't want to come over. We didn't come over for 2020, 2021. You can still go over, but you have to make sure that when you're there, that you're not being exposed, especially to babies and to the younger people. And those of you who have like cancer diagnosis and all too, or going through chemotherapy and anything that's going to lessen your immune system from fighting, you have to be very discerning on where you go. And if you have family members who choose to wear their mask because of whatever reason, please be respectful of that. Okay. Not everybody's going to tell you what's going on in their lives or what disease they're fighting, and they just want to keep their mask on. Some people are still very wary about catching COVID because, you know, people are thinking that, oh yeah, COVID is gone. Maybe when you, because now we have the vaccine and everything to kind of help reduce that, but people are still getting sick, and some people are still getting sicker because of their medical history. So if you want to wear your mask when you're, especially when you're all in a smaller place, and you take it off when you get to a place where there's enough ventilation, and you can do that. But if you want to wear it all through, people need to be respectful of that. And if you don't want to wear your mask and all that too, and you go to somebody's house and they tell you, no, I want you to wear your mask at this time, please be respectful of that, or you don't have to go. Okay, everybody, you don't know what's going on in that person's family, and they may want to protect themselves from spreading it to somebody else who may get very sick. All right. So also, and if you're sick, just call and say, I can make it. I can make it. I know I try, I can make it, and I want to, and I won't be able to come over. So, and sometimes, they would be like, oh, she's probably just making excuses not to come over. Not necessarily. I can't make it because I'm sick. Would you want somebody coming over and coughing? Because most times, like, the food is set up in the buffet style, and everybody's reaching for it, reaching the spoons, and little kids are playing here and there and touching this and touching that. They're touching their face and all. Do you want somebody coming over if they're sick? No, just don't worry about it. Just say, okay, I'm not gonna be able to come this year. You can always go on video phone and talk to them so they can see you, say how you doing and all. If they were, because some people really wanted to see their family members, and it's kind of disappointing when somebody can't come over, but be understanding of that. Okay. And for your mental health, protect your mental health, protect your mental health, protect your peace. Okay. If you have to psych yourself up and be like, okay, if I go there this year and this person says this to me, I'm going to go off. If I'm going to go there, I'm just going to sit in the corner. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to watch the drama go. And if I go there, this person's there and they're just going to suck up all the oxygen in the room, I won't be able to hold myself this time around. So know your trigger points. Know your trigger points and trigger family member, because some people, you have toxic family members, or they just have family members who they couldn't deal with over the years. So make sure, if you're going to go there, say, I'm going to go there. Okay. I want to see other people. I mean, I want to see this person. I want to see this other person. And I don't like going there. And I don't like the bad memories, everything that happened while I was there. But I'm going to be there for a little while. And you're like, I say, I'm going to be there maybe 5:30 right after dinner. We'll sit there, have small talk. I'm out. Limited time. Like I said, you can take certain people in small doses. This is the best time because this applies to Thanksgiving, also to like holiday season, all that too. So if you can certain people small doses, go ahead. There's also people who are gonna trigger you, deliberately. And there's some people who are going to bring up politics, some people who are going to bring up some social issues that like really lightning rods and all. Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait, or just say, I'm going to. And if they keep drawing you into it, keep drawing it in, sometimes it's like, don't be the bigger person, but you have to protect your peace. Just walk away and be like, okay, yep, it's time. Look at the time. And if you're all staying in the same house and all that, go to your room, go somewhere else, go to another part of their house. Don't. And if they want to act like they won, take the L, take the L. Just protect your peace and go. Take the meaning, you lost this game. Okay, be like, yeah, you won. Me, like on Facebook now, I see stuff and I'm back and forth talking to somebody and I just click, okay. And then it ends right there. You protect your peace at all costs. Okay. And also, there's this new thing, phenomena that came about like almost a decade now. It's called Friendsgiving. There are a lot of kids who went away to college that can't afford to go back home because what if home is like way across the country, or you cannot afford to go and then come back? You can't afford the plane ticket this year, or you can't afford whatever, and you have friends at school. You can all get together, even if you don't even know. I mean, we're at college. If you're home and you don't want to go to your family members and you want to hang out with your friends, just say, I'm hanging out with my friends this year. You get together, you're eating. It doesn't have to be anything too formal, but you're at peace and you don't have to deal with that person you don't really want to see, or it's just you're just at the point now where you just want to hang out with your friends for Thanksgiving. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to hang out with family members. Again, like I said, some family members will feel bad when they don't see you, but that's something you're going to have to make a decision to say, I can't come this year. I want to hang out with my friends. And for adults, adult children, to come over, please, for parents like me, come over and then you can go and hang out with your friends and all. You don't necessarily have to stay there the entire time. Okay. And for those of like your family member, if you're home and you don't have somewhere to go, you can go to the hospital. You call the hospital first. Some places are requiring to have the flu vaccine, so don't just show up there and thinking that they're going to take you, even if they really need the help. So call first and see what the COVID vaccine or the flu vaccine, if it's being required. You can always also go to the homeless shelter. They may also be requiring the flu vaccine there too. Religious shelter, you can go, hang at the homeless shelter, give out food. Some churches need people to help out. Religious institutions, the mosque or the synagogue, the church, and all, you can go there and help out. Okay, go to the animal shelter. You can go hold some, little puppies here and there and other pets, and just make them feel good for that one day. And maybe you're there, you might see little cutie that you want to adopt, and also you do that, because once you're doing something and you're making somebody feel good, you're providing service, you're giving of yourself on a day like that, you'll feel good, because you'll say, okay, I don't have anybody to go to and I don't have anybody in this neighborhood, because some people just literally just moved to a new place and they don't have too many family members there yet. So you can do that. You can stay home, you can watch TV, but once you're doing something of service, everybody will, you feel good about it. Okay. So, and if it's not available, then maybe next year you can stay home and enjoy yourself, or just ask somebody, okay, can I come to your house, or can I do this? Some people don't feel comfortable with other people coming over so make sure if you're inviting anybody to your family, to let them know that I'm bringing my friends over, I'm bringing this person over, because you don't want to take that person and then have them feel bad because you brought them over. And if it's like a cultural thing where you have to say, okay, this is how my family is, please have that person prepare that person before they walk in there and be like, what did I just walk into? Okay. So make sure, again, and if you're that friend, don't get involved in family thing. If they're going to argue or they're going to do that, just relax yourself and sit down and be quiet and enjoy your food. Okay. Let me just get over here. I'm just going to open up for a second here. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna read that later. Okay, so let's go. The next one, protect your pets. Also, for just if you have cats and dogs and other pets at home, there would be a nice time when children are eating and they see a little cute little dog, a pet, or a cat. They want to feed them. If your cat may have some allergies, also, and also not every food that people eat is safe for dogs to eat. Okay, and also when you're leaving things around, also don't just go ahead and just start giving there's dogs up, and dogs, what are they supposed to eat it or not? They're gonna eat it. Cats, I don't know too much about cats, but dogs will eat whatever you give to them. My dog was a little discerning. He's like, okay, maybe not that one, but he would eat it, and it's like, okay, oh my goodness, I'm eating something really nice, and next thing you know, the next day he's all sick to his stomach. So be careful with the dogs. Be careful, something that can really cause them harm. Be careful. And also, if you have pets at home and you're inviting people over and your pets are safe, but this other person who's like definitely afraid of dog, I don't care how cute and little your dog is or your cat is and all that, please be mindful. Please respect that and say, put your dog away, or, put it somewhere else and let the person come on that side. Or if you see the dog going up to the person and you see the person getting really nervous, call your dog away. Okay, don't just sit there and be like, oh, he can bite. Oh, he can do that. And also, when kids like to put their finger in the dog's eye or treat the dog like it's non-living thing, dogs are dogs. Cats are cats. They're living beings. They're also animals, and they will protect themselves if they feel threatened. So if you keep on doing something to that dog that doesn't bite anybody or doesn't do anything, that dog, as little as it is, will fight back. Okay, and in the way of scratching and cats, I've seen cats slapping people before. Recently, you watching these videos. My former coworker, she used to say her cat used to, like, reach over and slap the other cat. I was like, oh really? I've been seeing videos of that. I'm like, wow. That's what it's going to be like, catty. So cats don't like to be bothered too much. Some cats are really affectionate and all, but I'm just saying, going back to the fact that just make sure that you have animals, and your child, the other child, or I don't care, a grown adult is wary of that animal. Please be respectful and keep your animals away. And again, also protect your animals too. All right. And also, let me just get this. Excuse me for a second. Protect. Most important thing is, like, protect your children against predators. There are predators in families. Okay. Some of these times, some of these things happen, and it's like you can tell when you got abused, you can tell who did it. And then there are families who still don't recognize abuse from other family members yet, so they may try to deny it. So if you take your child to a different family member's house, and your child feels uncomfortable around this person, or doesn't want to sit on this person's lap, or doesn't want to be hugged by this person, or whatever, if they just feel a vibe, even if they don't, that person like you or whatever, if they feel that vibe, and with that person, I don't care, that person can be your identical twin. Respect your child's wishes of not trying to hug that person or doing that, especially children like going through their pubescent years and all, and then you see people wanting to, like, no, 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 no. Say hi to Uncle Johnny. Hi, Uncle Johnny. Okay, say hi to Indian, because women can be predators as well. So please protect your children. All right. And if you know of that person doing something, and you've heard about it before, and the family doesn't talk about it, or the family has decided to just sweep that under the rug, which most family will do, you are responsible for taking care of your child and keeping that person from that. And you may not want to go to that person's house, and they might say, oh, why aren't you coming over this year, or whatever it is, why aren't you involving that person in certain things? No, you have this up to you. Okay, protect your child from whatever it is, and protect them, protect them, protect them, protect them. It can be a male or female, protect them from that. Okay. And also, let me see here. So last one will be dealing with grief. There's this time of the year where people are going to, let me make sure if I don't, okay, some people this time of the year, that's when they go through a lot of grief. You watch different, like the Hallmark Channel, or Lifetime. By the way, Lifetime have Thanksgiving or holiday movies too. So there'll be times where people go in through and they may not want to come over because they're dealing with grief. For some people this year, they're still going through burial plans. There's For some people this year would be the first anniversary or anniversary of the family member dying around this time. I know my friend passed away on Thanksgiving Day last year, and that was, that just like hit me really hard. So it's very, 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 very important that if somebody's going through grief and all that, if they don't want to be bothered, they don't want to be part of it. If they say, you can tell them, come over, come over just for 5 minutes, come over for and that person said, no, I don't want to. Please respect that. If the person, family member, has been gone for a long time, and you can say, well, how long are you going to be grieving? Are you just going to be grieving? There's no rhyme and rhythm to when you're supposed to grieve. That thing where the 5 stages of grieving, you can go from stage 1 to stage 5. You can go from stage 1, 2 to 3, and kind of come all the way back again. And especially around anniversary times, you want to please make sure that you bring in, just saying, okay, this is the first year they're going through, their family member was in there, or children were in there, or their family member could be sick in the hospital, or they have just been dealt a really bad diagnosis and they don't want to talk about it. So for whatever reason, to be like, I don't feel, I don't feel like it, just respect that. Okay. And if it's decide, okay, I want to go over to go to the grave, or I want to be somewhere else and I want to stay somewhere else, just please respect that. Okay, because grieving comes in so many different forms. They could be very happy. They could be, and also keep an eye on them too. Ask them, yeah, if there's is everything okay. Some of them may try to stop self medicating. So kind of, especially for parents and spouses, watch out for the signs and that. Okay, we see so many things that go on around us every day, and we see, I mean, like mass shootings back and forth over here and all that. So And all those people have relatives that they're connected to. And even if it's not something that, of that magnitude, but something, your family member that passed away recently or something else, like, again, like I said, respect them. And even when they're at the dinner with you or hanging out with you that day, respect them. If they want to talk about it, let them talk about it. If they don't want to talk about it, just say, and don't say anything else gonna be so insensitive, like, oh, and and I don't think we do it in a way where we try to be insensitive, but culturally too, like, we might say something and be like, oh, they're happy in heaven, or God loved them best, or whatever it is. And that's just something that we were being raised to say to make that person feel better, to kind of explain or soften the blow that death brings and all that, or any kind of grief bring. But that doesn't mean that person wants to hear that. Like, okay, I know God loves them the best, but they were my child. They were my husband. They were my wife. They were my mother. Okay. Don't tell me that right now. I don't need to hear that right now. And, respect that. Just sometimes it's just, you just sit next to that person. You just hold their hand, sit next to them. You're talking about anything else, don't make it feel awkward. If you find it to be more receptive and want to talk about it, they'll talk about it. If they don't, they don't. Okay, and then just accept that. Just accept that, respect it, and then go on. Okay. So I am going to. So I hope you guys going to be enjoying your nice turkey and everything. This Thanksgiving. I really don't know what we're doing yet, but let me just look at some comments over here. So Jackie Jackson say yes, 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 protect, yes, protect your children, because something that you think that they've gone through and they should be okay by now because nobody talks about it. So it's like they're dealing with it years and years and decades later, and that can carry on to how they raise their kids and all. So please protect your children. If your child doesn't feel comfortable hanging out with this person, or for whatever reasons, and they never told you whatever went on, and they tell you that, respect that. Okay. Please respect that. Like I said, there's predators in every family, and some that we don't know of, some that people try to, not to talk about it. So we're to protect our children. And let me see the next person. Bar Prince Kruma said, good morning. I am watching live from Robert Sports City this morning. Is it already morning over there? I guess it's about, yeah, by maybe 12 o'clock. I guess at 1 o'clock. Yeah. Well, thank you, Mr. Kruma, for watching. Hope you like and follow the page. For those of you who are watching on Focus on Liberia, please. You can find a page there. It says Abby Tyler's Healthy Living. You see the name right behind there. Look for Abby Tyler's Healthy Living page on Facebook and just like it. You can still watch it from Focus on Liberia, but just I'm trying to get my membership go up. And also for those of you who are watching on YouTube, I say thank you as well. Please click and like. And this video, please click and like, like, and also follow, so you're getting the updates and everything. Okay. So I hope you all have a beautiful Thanksgiving. I probably just post something on Thanksgiving Day, but I hope you all have a beautiful and safe Thanksgiving. And I know some people at their Thanksgiving dinner, you have fun there. It's not just calming down and they turn up. They have a good time. So if you are going to be drinking, okay, and if somebody tells you to maybe you need to put the bottle down, or you feel a little tipsy and all, please just stay where you are. Stay where you are. Don't go different places and doing everything. Okay, so please stay where you are, and be safe there. Okay, because the life you save may be your own, or somebody who you love, or somebody else's loved one. Okay, so stay there. Watch your alcohol intake. As for me, I'm an easy drunk, so if I'm drinking heavy, I'm probably drinking at home, and I'm not the kind of person to drink to where I'm drunk, because I get drunk easily, and then when I get drunk, I fall asleep. So no, so I don't do that. So please, make sure, important. I've been hit by a drunk driver twice, and the first time it was like head on, and I've almost died from that. So I carry this card in my mouth to remind me of, how my life was saved. So, and I do that. So, but please be careful out there. Again, like I said, go back if you didn't see the beginning of this, watch it, and for Thanksgiving tips, and have a good time. And that's a day to kind of enjoy yourself and just cheat a little bit. So it's okay if you get that extra bowl of rice, or extra bowl of fufu, or extra bowl of salad, and just enjoy yourself. Okay. And I think Thanksgiving is like the unofficial start of the holiday season, but of course it's been going on for a while. So enjoy, have fun, and I will see you guys. I'm not making a video on Friday, because it'll be right after the holiday too. But I would probably do something on Saturday. I'm not sure. Okay. So thank you all for watching. Okay. Please share the show. I always like to ask people to share the show, and I like to share other people's things too, because it's like I did a video, my post about the that Ben Salem nutrition stuff and all that. So please, if you're in the area, please go ahead, and it's a fellow Liberian that's doing that, and he seems very determined, and everybody was nice. So try if you're in the area. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. For those of you who are watching now, I say thank you. For those of you who will be watching later, I say thank you. And I will see you hopefully Saturday. Okay. Please be safe out there. Thank you again. Good night. And happy Thanksgiving, Jackie Jackson.